Turkeys on a limb, bass on a line. Ain't none sweeter than a strawberry wine. High in a tree, wind's looking good. Hope it comes in, jewels like it should. It's about a time, it's what the cameras show. Here it comes in, chasing a big old doe. His tongue's hanging out, he's coming in the rain. And go to full draw, things about to change. Here at deer camp, we'll hunt all day and hope the big one don't get away. Here at deer camp, it's the woods I grew up in, hunting with all my kin. Here at deer camp, I just shot a stud, thank the good Lord up above. Here at deer camp, I know one thing for sure, I'll be high in a tree up on Coon Knob, and I can't wait for this fall to be at deer camp.
What's up, everyone? Jack with Wildlife Overdose here. Getting in some range time today. Fixing to go on a hog hunt in Alabama. I've got a few rifles here I want to make sure are set in and everything, and are shooting where I am in anyway. I've put in some new triggers. I got one rifle that's got a velocity trigger in it, my coyote gun, and I can pattern the heck out of that thing. And I pick up these standard rifles with standard triggers, and just wasn't grouping the way I wanted to. So I went online and bought me a couple of velocity triggers, 3-pound triggers, and dropped them in. They were super easy. Didn't have a gunsmith or anything like that. Just put them on my bench and follow the directions and put them in myself. And I'm going to see how they work today, and maybe my groups will be a little tighter where I want them to be. So we're out here at Ozark Outfitters up here in Versailles, Missouri. Get some range time in. Got the range to myself, which is nice. We got targets from anywhere from 50 to 250 yards. I got my 350 Legend here. I'm gonna take it hog hunting. I got a 300 Blackout. I'm gonna take it hog hunting. And I've got a 223 that I just like to play around with. I dropped a velocity trigger in it as well. It's my kind of my backup coyote gun. Maybe probably gonna put a thermal on it later. It's a little lighter gun, and put it on a bipod, put a thermal on it, maybe do some night hunting sometime. That's in the future. So we're gonna turn on the Tactacam here, the FTS. We'll film a few shots through it so you guys can see where I'm hitting, where I'm aiming, stuff like that. Just kind of enrich the video a little bit. Right now I'm using 180 grain Winchester power points, my 350 Legend. I've got about 5 boxes of 150 grain deer season XPs on the way. Started looking at those. The velocities are better. Seems like the energy is a little better downrange too than these 180s. I shot a couple deer with these last year, dropped them in their tracks. Thought I'd try something different this year. I'm always messing with stuff, so let's fire some shots downrange, see what happens. So yeah, we're gonna reload and fire some more downrange. This 350 Legend, 180 grain. Get my Tactacam turned back on. About there for 350 Legend. I'm all out of bullets. So I didn't have very many of those. We'll play around with the other two rifles now. That trigger seems pretty smooth. Just want to make sure everything was functioning right with it and everything. So when I get ready for the 150s coming in, I'll probably come back out here and lob some more down there. But we were just maybe, for the start, we were shooting 75 yards, so not very far. I can hit a 250 with it. I'm just didn't want to waste the ammo to get it dialed in for that. So I'll look probably hog hunting. I'm probably not going to have that long range shot anyway. So, but it still would be nice to have confidence that I can shoot out to 250, 300 yards with it. So we're going to put this one up and get out the next one.
He literally ran 70 yards and he's down.
One day I'm going to film my own hunt.
I just shot a giant.
Share the moments that matter. The new Tactacam 6.0.
Yep, definitely these closer targets, you got to aim a little lower with this. Seems like. Let's see about punching one a little farther out. See what happens. I also want to talk a little bit about these Tactacam scopes, Tactacam FTS scope attachments. You can rig this up to a remote you wear around your neck, put it in your pocket, whatever. Press a button, she's recording, and you can program up to 5 or 6 of them. I may be wrong, there may be more, but basically it just attaches to your scope. Slide your Tactacam in, sensor down, and it pretty much videos everything you're seeing in your scope. As you're seeing on the video here, through it does a pretty good job. It's really clear. Recommend using solo extremes. Don't try to use your fisheyes or too wide of an angle of a lens to operate correctly in these. So if you do pick one of these up, make sure you get the solo extremes to go with it. Really nice combination for recording your own hunts, recording your shooting. You know, got all kinds of great attributes to it. So yeah, awesome. I can't wait to start shooting some hogs and getting some shots on footage and on through the scope. I think it'll be really, really awesome. So yeah, we're gonna pick up the next rifle, and I think we're gonna go with the 223 next, and it's got the new trigger on it. And we'll throw some rounds down range and see what happens. All right, so we got the Black Rain here, chambered in 223 Wild. Shooting some FMJs through it right now, little 55 grain FMJs. Got I like these one power scopes. This here's a written 4x. This is a 4x16 by 44. Pretty decent long range scope. Been letting some rounds fire through and been hitting on target. I got to aim a little higher with it, which is okay as long as you know your rifle, right? As long as you know where to hit, where it's hitting. Probably can stand some adjustments, but you know, like I said, left and right's good. Just creep up there with your crosshairs and we'll put some shots down range on it. Well, that was a lot of fun. Gonna put this baby up and let her cool down a little bit. Kind of went buck wild on it there for a second. Also like to add a little bit, they sell 300 blackout specific magazines for these, or 10-round magazines. They don't look any different than your standard. I got a 20-round mag here. I'm gonna try to run them through it, see what happens. Like to have that extra capacity if I need it. For hunting, probably not gonna need it, but I was gonna just test that out today anyway. Get you a amendment to a 20-round mag versus a 300 blackout specific 10-round mag. Let's see how she runs. If it doesn't run very good, I'm definitely not going to use it. But pretty much an experimental deal right now. Yeah, so I started in subsonics. It seems like to me that supersonics obviously are probably going to shoot a little higher. They're about 50 yards, something like that. Even subsonics are dropping a little bit. So last time I dialed it in, it was with subsonics. So I'm having to aim right at the bottom of the target to hit any steel. So I'm going to adjust for that. Good old Kentucky windage, and keep firing on. So it's kind of like the old iron sights. You got to fine sight it. Thing has a little arrow. You got to put it right at the tip of it, center mass to the target, even that big target down there. There's no, it's only a one magnification on this thing, so it's pretty much like shooting open sights, but definitely got to find sight this gal. Oh, that was fun. I could go through all 4 boxes today, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. But, now these 300 grain, 150 grain, 300 blackouts shooting good through them. Cycle good with that 20-round mag. I'm pretty much happy. Man, I'd like to go through 10 more rounds. I'm just having so much fun. For science, 10 more rounds. Nice. Well, that was fun. Well, I'm gonna clean up my mess here and get on back to the house. Yep. You know, we're not sponsored by any of these companies, Swamp Fox, or you know, I'm shooting some Black Rain rifles. I'm shooting oh, this is an Anderson, and my other rifle there is a yeah, it's a Bear Creek. Yeah, I've got a couple Bear Creek Arsenal rifles actually. Got one in 223 and I got one in 350 Legend. Absolutely love both of them. Like I said, we're not sponsored by any of these folks or anything. It's just what I shoot. They're good, they're reliable to me, and they're cost effective. They're not them high-end ARs. You know, you can pick them up on a budget, you know, and come out here to the range and have fun with them. Lay some deer down with them. But I'll probably be doing another one of these when I get them 150s in for my 350 Legend, just to make sure she is lined up good, because that's probably going to be my primary weapon I'm going to use hog hunting. This 300 Blackout is going to be my backup, just in case something happens. But just want to make sure they were all ready to go. You know, none of the ammunition we're using, I'm not sponsored by any of those. It's just what I chose to use today. But we are sponsored by Tactacam. Like I said, Tactacams are really good at videoing your hunt, videoing your shooting. Them FTSs are awesome, a piece of equipment. It goes right on your scope. You may have to adjust your eye relief just a little bit if you're sensitive to that before you put it on there. You may have. I would recommend putting it on and then seeing where your eye relief is, and then adjusting your mounting or your eye relief from there, because they do add a little bit of length to the back. So yep, well, I'm gonna head to the house. It's probably pretty boring for most of you, but I don't know, I had fun talking to y'all, so we'll catch you later.